skydiving. This is amazing.
Yeah, but you know what else is amazing? An iPhone 6S for just $49 at Metro.
Really?
Imagine streaming all the way down with that amazing camera. I'm switching.
That's smart.
You know what else is smart? Parachutes.
Switch to Metro and get an amazing iPhone 6S for only $49. Metro by T-Mobile. Phone offer requires port-in of number not currently active on T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. See store for details and terms and conditions.
And now, the drive-by.
an original tonight. We got my homeboy, Little Ace Capone, man. As you know, the big homie Ace Capone is up there, man, on death row, man. So we're gonna have the little homie, he's the big homie though, big Ace Capone, come in here and tell his story, speak a little about what's going on with the big homie up there, man, and some things surrounding the case, and we're gonna get into his story, talk a bit about that, and he also has an artist he wants to bring in as well, play some music, man. But once again, it's the G. Lou Show, Westside Wednesdays, Progressive Urban Talk Radio, hosted by me, G. Lou. This is OG Music Production, sponsored by Kev Mac Videos, 93.2 Tweed FM, and Black Box Productions. The calling number for tonight is 914-803-4001. Once again, it's 914-803-4001. If you call in and you're in the queue, press 1. We'll bring you into the show so you can speak to the homie, speak on anything you want to speak on, add to the conversation that we have on tonight. I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Big OG Blink, doing Life Behind the Walls right now. He's coming home soon, but he put this all together. I want to give a shout out to him. Once again, it's Westside Wednesdays, the G. Lou Show. My special guest, Little Ace Capone. We'll be right back after this.
G. Lou, what's up, fam? It's Big Blink, host of Yippee Down 54th and Van Ness, listening to the G. Lou Show. The topics are real and famous, whether it's live from the pen or on the city blocks of habits and lighters. When the lights come on, Westside Wednesday, from 7 to 9 on 92.3 Live Radio with G. Lou and company. You heard me? Real.
Yes. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to the G. Lou Show, Westside Wednesdays, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific, 10 to 12 Eastern, Blog Talk Radio, OG Music Productions. I'm G. Lou, man. Once again, like I told you before, we got a special guest. Got my homeboy, Little Ace Capone. It's Stevie, man. Straight out the VNGs, live on the Westside Wednesday show. I'm going to bring him in without any further ado. Once again, the call-in number is 914-803-4001. Call in. Feel free to tap in with us. Holler at us. Without any further ado, let me bring my homeboy, Little Ace, up in here, man. What's up, homie?
Hey, what's good, bro?
How you doing tonight, sir?
It's another day, bro. Trying to stay out the way out here.
That's right. Before we start the show, man, I want to thank you again, man, for taking time out to come on the platform, man, and speak on it, man. Speak your story, man, and everything, man. Shout out to the homie Blink again for making it happen. But thank you again, man, for checking in with us tonight, homie. We appreciate it. I'm sure all the callers and listeners appreciate it as well.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah. No problem. Before we get started, man, won't you go ahead and tell the people, man, who you are and everything for the ones that don't know.
Okay. For those that don't know, and I know a lot of my people on here listening, thank you guys for listening. My name is Lil Ace Capone for BNG. I'm Blink's little homeboy. I came around at a time when it was really, really bad in the area. Right after the 64th Team Massacre. Well, I was there before it, but I was in camp when it happened. And I came home from camp about a week after that. I got home, the neighborhood was just tore up. Like, it was the police that basically took everybody in the neighborhood to jail, whether or not they did something. They was gone. So, was nobody around there but me. And at that time, gangs wasn't like they are now. Like, BNG's been a small gang forever. And we were even smaller then. So, as far as little dudes in the neighborhood, it was only two of them. Me and Lil T. Okay. Wasn't no other IGs or none of that around. It was just me and him. And a couple of other dudes that were around briefly, but I ain't going to speak on them because they went off and joined something else. So I'm not going to put it out there like that, nor does it make a difference anyway now.
Right.
Basically, we kind of went through it over there, man, after that happened, man. We was dealing with the cops coming over there, punching on us, and, like, really not having nowhere to turn because, the community didn't want us there. They didn't really around because of all that publicity and what was going on. And then it was really bad because we had the Wade newspaper right in the area. Like right in the neighborhood, and they was just printing up all kind of crazy stuff about that incident. And 90% of it wasn't even true. So it was a lot going on back then, man. And I was like, when I was listening to you talking to Blink, and he was talking about how, the way we grew up over there, we wasn't like poor, we wasn't rich, we wasn't like poor or jacked up like that, or our neighborhoods really turned into ghettos because we turned them into ghettos. Right. Keep it 100. We did some stuff misguided. I won't even say misguided because a lot of the things we started getting into weren't things that we learned inside the home. They were all things learned outside the home. And all our blocks were close. Even now when I drive through there, it's just kind of crazy to see how no one, like back then, even when it was an off-season, everybody was in the sports in the neighborhood. Everybody played sports. They played football, baseball, basketball, year-round. And when those sports were off-season, you couldn't drive by Chesterfield Park or Van Ness Park and see one block playing another block in a game of baseball or a game of football. You don't see none of that no more. Like, and it's kind of weird that a lot of my little homies don't even know how to play sports. And that's really weird. And I'm from that area. I'm not from that YG era. I'm like right before that. Right? I'm like a lost era. I'm like the little, I don't know if you know these names, but the Mugs from 60s and Baby Bone and Nicky Bam and all from that era right there, the in-between era. Where it wasn't a whole bunch of it, because it wasn't like just pre-colors and boys in the hood. You know what I mean? Right. It wasn't no big old pop to be no gang member back then. It was kind of like taboo in a sense. But then, I mean, I don't know what happened. I'm like, with the piggyback on what Blink was talking about, when the dope and the money came, everything else went haywire. So that's pretty much my story. I've been shot 13 times. Damn. I don't even remember how many times I've been to prison. And that's about the gist of it.
Right, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot, man. Go ahead.
Like they say, hindsight is 20/20, right?
Right. Exactly. That's a whole lot, man. To speak on just in a little bit of breaking it down in a small way, but that's a whole lot, and we're gonna get into that, man. Different chapters of your life, man, if you want to speak on it. But first, before we do that, man, take us back a little bit, like you just spoke on, man. Going back a bit, like you said, when the neighborhood was more close knitted, gangs wasn't out of control, and you could play, like you said, from different blocks. Like you had Van Ness Park, the '60s were there, you all were there.
Right.
Sure, surrounding,
And even with that, I want to take this time too to say, like, all right, I don't care what nobody say. Each one of my homeboys that played ball in that park, we got a generation of a different group of dudes that was from the other side of Slauson. I brought those names up, Lil Mud, Mr. Sam, and Baby Bones. And the reason I brought those names up because those was like my friends. Like, no matter where we was from, what Slauson we was from, they would have never let nothing happen to me, and I never would have let nothing happen to them. If they was over in the neighborhood, I'd get them out of here. Now, what happens when I ain't around? And every dude, like, I've been seeing, like, little different interviews with dudes getting on here playing OG, talking about how tough they was, and they wouldn't have did this, and wouldn't have did this. This went on, and it still goes on. Like, it's not nothing new. It's not nothing that's going to go away, man. Some people you develop a friendship with, it don't matter where they from. Y'all friends. And as long as that don't cross you or you don't cross him, you going to remain friends. It hurt my heart when Nicky Brown got killed. That was my dog, even though I knew he came over. Things happen. But that was my boy. We were on the same basketball team for 5 years. How could that not be my boy? You know what I mean? So, things like that. When we, back then in the neighborhood, you would still catch certain dudes from over there in the park that no one would fuck with because there was no reason to fuck with them. But then it was a difference. If you look at any neighborhood, it ain't really a big group of dudes that's causing havoc. It's a handful. Like, and for the most part, our neighborhood, we didn't have no choice but to be close because we were so small and surrounded by so many things. So it was more of a family thing, like a big dysfunctional family than it was a gang, because that's how we were. Like, all our mamas knew each other. There were times when my mamas whooped my ass and my mama whooped their ass. So that's what that was. Now it's just like you can live in bumfuck Egypt and come join the gang in South Central, and they're accepting with open arms. I didn't do that back then. If you were from around there, you were from around there. And that was it. We didn't trust no outside.
Right.
That's just how it was back then. And because of that, that's why it was only two of us.
Right. Hey, Ace, when would you say shit like changed, though? I don't want to say for the worse, but even just changed from, like you said, to where it got to that point.
To be honest with you, I honestly believe things got bad when that movie Colors came out.
Right.
I think that was like the beginning of the end. When that movie Colors came out and it got glorified and everybody wanted to be a part of something. Prior to that, man, the stuff that happened in the neighborhood pretty much stayed in the neighborhood. Like, nobody, there wasn't no, big old newspaper articles about gang members doing this or doing that and the third. Then once that movie came out, you start looking on the news, there was people getting killed just going to see the movie. I was like, wow.
Right.
It was just crazy. Then you have certain individuals that start putting out songs and other stuff, saying gangs, and then people are from that gang. You know how it goes. It was like it turned into like a thing.
Like gangbanging went mainstream. It went mainstream.
Right. It got so far away from what it was when I started, like the jumping in. I ain't never been jumped into nothing.
Right.
I only
You was from the
none
neighborhood.
of my homeboys older than me that got jumped in. What are you getting jumped into? You already here. Like, there's no reason for you to be jumped in tonight. And plus, I ain't gonna call the people beating on me my friends.
Right. Hey, it's probably safe to say that the jumping in phase, later on with the youngsters, but as well, like you just spoke on before, people coming into the neighborhood from outside of the neighborhood a lot kind of took that on. Would you say?
Honestly, for my neighborhood, I guess in my heart, and it's only my opinion, and I know I'm hearing some shit behind it, I honestly believe that that's what destroyed my neighborhood.
Right.
That's what I believe. I believe when
Right.
we start letting outsiders in, bringing stuff that we really didn't allow around there, that's when our neighborhood went to shit.
Right.
So it was, we kind of like had, you know how you have things that are unspoken about, but you know you don't do that. And
Right.
we had certain things that wasn't allowed. Like we wasn't allowed. A lot of us, our parents ended up, getting caught up in that crack area. So a lot of us didn't. Drugs was like no, that it was forbidden.
Right.
And for the most part, if you got caught doing it, you got beat up. You got beat up again. You beat up and discarded. You got beat up. Then walk to the store to get a brew and go sit in the park and talk about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't. I'm beating because I hate you. I'm beating because you tricked me. And because we all know the end result of what that's gonna lead to, man. People was losing their houses, their cars, was starting to, degrade their bodies and do stuff they wouldn't have normally did if they wasn't off of that stuff. And us as kids having to sit back and watch that, and it just it made us feel a certain way towards that. Like most of the dudes, my generation and a little older, they ain't touched that stuff, man. Until later on in the game when it became okay again.
Right. Right.
And I think that's kind of something everybody needs to get back to. That we used to hate drugs and drug addicts. Not hate them, but we didn't want to see our people getting destroyed by that. I still don't want to see it. So,
do you think it could ever? Hey, but do you think it's ever a possibility for it to go back to how it was, being that everything is so fucked up at this point? Even homeboys don't trust homeboys. I mean, because like you said, once the drugs pretty much came in, that was years ago, but destroyed a lot of shit.
I think right now it's more of a possibility than ever. And the reason I'm saying that is because right now we got so many different platforms to speak for them and be heard that wasn't even around back then. Everything was word of mouth back then. You got people choose to use their platforms in a way to kind of like bring stuff back together rather than separate and create jealousy and envy. Then it'll be that way. I feel like I know with me, and I've always been that way. If I got $20, five of them dollars is going to somebody who ain't got nothing to eat. You know what I mean? But we don't. People try to grab their bag and tuck it and run off to the suburbs with it, and they don't never want to come back. And that's more harmful than helpful, because what you're doing is while you leaving, other people coming in. And they taking over everything to the point where you can't really point out no black community in LA no more. Like where is one? You know what I mean?
You're right.
Like,
you're right. I think one of your area probably is the last that somewhat your area, Slauson and all that, who has kind of a hold where it is a little bit of a black community. Right.
And that ain't even
Right.
all the way.
Right.
I go by there one day, they out there fighting with the Titans. I'm like, over the park. I'm like, what the hell? How this happening? So,
Right. Wow.
It's crazy, man.
Wow.
But it's also,
right. Now go ahead, homie.
Also like a double-edged sword too, because some people can't be in the neighborhood because if they over there, then, chances are the law won't come looking for them to mess with them.
Right.
Right. I think we probably went through the most stuff with as far as with the police and anybody. We went through a lot with them. I got a gang of people in jail for stuff they ain't do, and that's just crazy.
Right. Another thing I want to speak on, homie, since we're speaking on, like you said, is the chance for stuff to get back how it was. What do you think about the younger generation, homie, and what they got going on, how they politic, how they gang bang, or whatever you call it, like how they're continue on, I don't want to say the legacy, but how they carry themselves and what they're doing these days, because it's a lot of foolery going on, but it's a few out there that do it right. But what do you think overall about the young homies out there today that do what you started?
The only thing I really can say about what they doing is, dude, pay attention. Don't learn every mistake on your own. You know what I mean?
Right.
Learn some from other dudes. The reason why I'm not down there that much is because I can't in good conscience sit there and watch my little homie go through even 10% of the stuff that I went through and think that it's okay. And right now, they up against a lot more than we were. I mean, point blank, because there's cameras everywhere. So
everywhere, exactly.
They do, and if they ain't careful, one little slip up in their life. And I mean, whether they dead or whether they in prison forever, looking stupid, man. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some solid little young dudes that I done rubbed shoulders with in the last 2 years, and I sat down and talked to their head on right. And that years, like with phone and all that dumb stuff and all this YouTube and do all that stuff that they doing, man, it's gonna come to a head, and when it comes to a head, it's gonna bust, and they're probably gonna wipe out a lot of them dudes, man. These dudes literally committed felonies on camera and laughing and joking. It's crazy.
Yeah. And that's the part that's like man, this social media and all this, it's a gift and a curse, because like you just spoke on before, it's a platform and ways for people like the OGs and a lot of people to communicate and get their stories out. But on the flip side, it's taking over the younger generation, is where they, everybody, this social media is making everybody feel they're some type of star, and they want to get on camera every 5 or on Instagram or wherever and just promote a lot of nonsense and, just like you said, telling on themselves, you know what I mean, and doing a lot of stuff that we're already seeing that's happening to some of these guys already, to being their demise with a lot of these cats already.
And that even goes towards you had like a little era, I'm gonna say from like the late 80s all the way up to I'm gonna say about 2000, where all the dudes that was really had some influence in their neighborhood, I don't care where they was from, but all the dudes that had some influence in their neighborhood who was able to like keep a balanced and level head and understood that trying to talk something down rather than just every single thing that happened, let's go to war and let's do this, but to try to like talk something down was more beneficial than to have all these lives lost. And those dudes were the dudes that they started locking up first. Those were the ones that was giving them football numbers, and they was going to jail forever and a day, and they was leaving all these dudes that while they were on the street wouldn't even come off the front porch. Now these dudes is running around playing OG and ain't never done nothing. Ain't been nothing, ain't never done nothing, ain't been a part of nothing. Was never part of the in crowd, none of that. They get to play OG, which really they don't know crap, so they teaching these little dudes some stuff that's butt ass backwards, and then they going out and doing it. It's like a big old vacuum, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, man. Go ahead, homie.
I made myself just being in and out of prison. I've made myself to where I don't just function with my neighborhood. I can go in the UGs. I can go in the 111. I can go in the 40. I can go almost anywhere I want to in LA because I got certain dudes over there that I'm good with, and we've been good, and they good with me. And you learn a lot being behind that wall, dude. You can't hide from yourself. Like Sugar Free said, you can't hide from yourself because everywhere you go, when you get behind that wall, man, you can't pretend to do nothing because whoever you is gonna come out eventually.
Right.
So you be around and get to know him and get put in really bad situations where that man's life is in your hands and your life is literally in his hands. It change your whole thought pattern, your whole perspective, and it should.
Right.
But what needs to happen is that the thought pattern should change without that having to happen, without it having to go to that extreme.
Exactly. Also, I want to ask you. Go ahead, bro.
It ain't enough of us out here left, bro, to be killing up each other like this no more. That shit is over with. It's done. I mean, because at the end of the day, when it's time for us to really be able to stand up and do something for ourselves against anybody else, it ain't gonna be nobody left.
That's why I'm glad. That's what, No, I was gonna say that's why I'm glad.
Complain about what somebody else is doing to us when we can't stop doing it to ourselves.
Right. But that's why we got the homies like you still here, man. That and it's thankful, we have these platforms, and this is why I have this platform, Progressive Urban Talk Radio, the G. Lou Show, to extend my platform out to homies like you, man, that can come on and speak, like about the things you're speaking on, like, and also like the homie Blink, man, who I'm glad, man, I was able to connect with, man, and Blink has been on here a lot, man, and just speak some real shit, man, some truth out there. So hopefully, some youngsters or anybody, even if they're older homies, man, they can listen, man, and just just try to contribute to what we need to do better. Like you said, there's some solid older homies and younger homies that's out there, trying to do that, because now it's kind of crazy because, like you said, everything has gotten out of hand to where this gang shit is taking a different, but it's not for the good, but it's more Hollywood. Now you got rappers, you got people from different states. Everybody wants to be a part of this, this LA culture, you know what I mean, and claim a gang. Then you have big homies that allow it too. That's another problem, whereas because it's so much about the money now, to where even big homies allow these things and give people passes to do what they do to benefit themselves, but it doesn't really benefit the neighborhood. It's going on a lot as well. I'm sure you've seen.
Well, that's what I've seen that a lot as well. That people like there's very few people that even really care about what's going on with these little dudes, man, or what they doing or how they doing it. And then those ones, and I've seen this too as well, those ones that actually do care, when they try to talk to these little dudes, they kind of discard them, like, use the weenie or use the that. But I really wish one of them would try me like that. But they don't listen to them. They rather go listen to the homie that's going, like, go do this, go do that, or go do something that's gonna get you sent to jail. I
Right.
didn't grow up with them kind of big homies, and I'm thankful for that. My big homies never told me to go do nothing. They, at the very least, they'd say, let's go do it. It was never, you go
Right.
do this, you go do that. My big homies didn't allow me in the neighborhood doing school hours. That wasn't happening. Now I'll be like, damn, is it summer? Everybody moving around here. We didn't go for none of that. But again, that's when we were just a small, little, close-knit neighborhood. Man, I used to get caught just in school and get socked on, man. I'd be on Manhattan sitting in the grass and either my own bone or my own foot, man, would just come punching on me. And these dudes were like grown men at the time. I'm like, they was punching on me like that. But that was a little bit discipline that I wasn't getting at home. So, like right now, I love the rules for that. When I got shot, when I was paralyzed from the waist down. My homie was like, if you going to hang around with us, you got to get out that wheelchair. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, how am I going to get out the wheelchair if I'm paralyzed? And they'll wait, take my wheelchair, dude, throw it in the car and drive off with it. And just leave it sitting there until you go get your butt up and walk.
Right. Motivation.
They was taking the physical therapy all the way from the neighborhood to White Memorial Hospital. They was taking me to physical therapy every time I had to be there. Them is what you call big homies. I don't know what this
Real
stuff
big homies.
is going on out here. Yeah,
Right.
so it's a big difference, man. It's a really big difference.
Yeah, it is, man. 2019. Everybody just checking in. We got a lot of new callers that just tapped in with us. We got my special guest tonight, Little Ace Capone from Van Ness, over there on 54th, man, and we're having a interesting discussion about, the way things have turned out and the way things are going these days to oppose to where they were and how we could somehow try to get it back, at least not back to where it was, but at least in a better state, man, and get some education and information out there, because at the same time, like the homie said, a lot of shit has changed. It's bigger than really the gangs now and everything, because we got gentrification going on and a lot of change of the guard and things going on to where homies gotta try to get it right, come to some understanding, man, because it's gonna be too late in a minute, man. So we're trying to put it out there. Before we continue, Lil Ace, let me go to phone lines right quick, man. I got a caller out there wants to check in, man. The big homie. Let me go to phone lines. Caller, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
It is definitely an honor and a pleasure as I sit here and contemplate my next move to hear the testimony of a real soldier that's giving it to you raw, young people, so that your ass ain't got to make the mistakes that he may or may not have made. When you hear a man like that come on and giving you his heartfelt story, see, we weigh your heart. Ain't no such thing as your religion, none of that shit, nigga. It's your heart weighed and see if you get to the other side. When you hear brothers like that dropping them pearls of love and them pearls of wisdom, he telling y'all, man, at this road right here, you don't have to go down. And if you do, this is what to expect. If he don't have to come on in and give that testimony and relive that shit, he don't have to do that. And that dude, he just gave y'all the rated G version. Could you imagine being in a 40, 50-year war in an urban city, watching your friends die in front of your motherfucking face daily? You done been to more funerals than goddamn weddings. Y'all better listen to this man closely, young people that's out there trying to be hard. But this is what I call to say. I deal with a lot of situations. I've been to 500 gang-related funerals. I done dealt with several truces. I done dealt with multiple homicides. To my brothers out there that's in earshot, let me tell you something. God will not hold you accountable for the actions that you may or may not have taken in that gang life. He gonna put that on the state of California. Because there's no way that you can have over since 1960-something till the present day with Crips and Bloods, we done went through 10 or 15 presidents, it seemed like, several governors, several district attorneys, several wars. And you mean to tell me that in America you can't stop a war between two neighborhoods that's 2 or 3 blocks apart? So what that tells me is, how many chief of police have we went through with the Crips and Bloods in Los Angeles and they said they're going to clean something up? What are you going to clean up? And who are you cleaning up? Because when I used to go through B&G neighborhood, it was pristine. All the houses was paid for, and everybody and their mama played and grew up in that park. Or got your motherfucking hair done in Mr. Fred's oil with all the black shit on the wall. So somebody had a plan. Okay? So if you don't know about that Mr. Fred thing on that wall, and you don't know about them football games, and you don't know about the fact that Big U grew up in that neighborhood, if you don't know your history, then you don't know where you're going. So when you get a man like that get on there, and he's giving you his heartfelt G status. See, that's real G shit. That other shit is bullshit. He giving you the end result of his journey. Mm-hmm. He telling you what them niggas will do to you when you're on them 22 stuck in them hot summer days and everybody got them pretty clothes on. So he talking to somebody, and he went out of his way to come on there and discuss this. Then you look at his little homies. Then you look at that community. All them communities right there where he come from was 2-parent households. Them dudes was in sports. So somebody forced that hand on somebody. So to my Conrad and my niggas that sleep every night wondering, man, what did I do wrong? You did nothing. Because God's mercy is wider than heaven and hell. Because he knows that you was dealing with principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. So when you sleep at night, just know that some of our dead homies is like, man, keep that black shit going in that peace. Because we come a long ways, man, from where we was. That's why you see Crips wearing red and Bloods wearing blue and purple and orange. You see that because of the work of the righteous, because of brothers like that. There's a gang of unsung heroes in the troops that we'll never know about. That went against their homies, their mamas, and everything. Died in the streets. And you heard the key thing he said. We can't come home because we got other people that'll lock us up just for being in our community, especially talking about something peaceful. Because they've become a commodity to these people. So if they can't get you on, when the first thing they pull you out their car is, who in there on parole, probation, fuck you, I ain't on none of that shit. That's how I talk to them. So that's a trap. So it's escalation and de-escalation. And they know most of these brothers are the military of the black community. So you think we get gentrified now. The only reason we get gentrified is they not here. Because when they was guarding the gate, wasn't none of the foolishness going on. So I just wanted to tap in, homie, like Sammy on that one. And I'm telling you, I'm proud of you. Because you putting it out there, because one of your homies you done saved, and one of them is listening right now. Because every time I go through B&G neighborhood, homie, I get love. Every time. Yes. Then I go down the street and be the 5'5" across the street and I get love, and then go down the street and it's the Hoovers right down there with Johnny Lee and them. Somebody with a hidden hand did that, and it's called crack cocaine. Because crack cocaine is the first drug that ever made a black woman leave her children.
Preach.
Heroin couldn't do it. T's and Blues couldn't do it. PCP couldn't do it. Pimping couldn't do it. Crack cocaine is the only thing that made a black woman leave her children. You know why? Because Cain slayed Abel. So in conclusion, I'm going to tell you this in conclusion. Yeah, he did. Cain slayed Abel. Our ability to do for our motherfucking self. Cocaine slayed our ability to do for self. Period. So at the end of the day, and at this motherfucking long-ass speech I'm giving you, the American flag is red, white, and blue. The red represents the Damu. The blue represents the motherfucking Kiwi. And that white in the middle represents that cocaine and them white folks.
That's right.
Oh, brother.
Preach. Preach.
I got some other slick shit I can say. Because I'm Jiffy Lube like a motherfucker. But when it comes to that there, right there, them 3 chapters, from that Crenshaw all the way down to that motherfucking Hoover, and then skip over to them Pueblos and shit. And last but not least, you know why a lot of young motherfuckers ain't listening to a nigga when he talk about stop the killing and stop gang banging and all that? Let me tell you why. Because they still at the gate, one thing. Most of us done cursed our children and inherited them names, Little Woo Wop and Miss Dop and Sulop. We need a name with some character. It distinguishes the motherfucker from somebody else. We done took up the name of the beast, the animals, Little Dog and Big Worm and Big Cat and Jaguar Johnny. We done did that. But what about that name your mama gave you? What kind of stability did you put behind that? So when your children Google your ass, they're going to see who you really are. So in this gang world, for all you motherfuckers out there pointing your finger, when you point one finger, it's 4 fingers pointing at you. That was the only military that we had without a general. Now that they're gone, your neighborhood no longer belongs to you. You wish you had Ski Mask and Pookie and them back. So cocaine, practice, and broke our ability to do for motherfucking self. Cain slayed Abel, baby, on Bloods and Crips.
Malik Spellman, ladies and gentlemen, with the ISM Report. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hey, I'm gonna take a pause for the calls right quick and pay some bills. Give a shout out to our sponsors right quick, and then we're gonna come back with my special guest, Little Ace Capone from Van Ass, and I'm gonna get into some deeper things. I want the homie to go back a little bit, speak about the big change that took place in his neighborhood in the mid '80s. When that terrible event happened, and when he came home and what he had to deal with, and speak a little bit about the big homie, Big Ace Capone, Big Uno, and some more things. So we're going to take a pause for the calls. We're going to come right back. The calling number again, ladies and gentlemen, is 914-803-4001. If you want to call in and join the conversation, you're welcome to. Press 1 and we'll bring you in. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, 93.2 FM ISM on Blog Talk Radio, Kev Mac Videos, and the Black Box. We'll be right back with Lil Ace Capone, Westside Wednesday.
Kev Mac Video, you know this is for sure. Kev Mac Video, open your soul, represent your ghetto. For the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole. For the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang. From Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you've been through. Shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf. I know them killers you kin to. This for the lost generation, broke as hell, mad and impatient. But if you know your history, you can't have a strong foundation, baby. Yeah, Mac Video, you know this is for sure.
Sunday, Westside Wednesday, my comrade G. Lou is going down. His request number is 914-803-4001. Listen to him live. Listen to me live at 347-855-8436. You want to know about my life, my experience, my progression? Hit me up on tweetcadillac.com.
What's up, fam? It's Big Blink, host of Yippee Down 54th and Van Ness, listening to the G. Luke Show. The topics are real and famous. Whether it's live from the pen or on the city blocks of Havoc and Riders. When the lights come on, West Side Wednesday, from 7 to 9 on 92.3 Live Radio with the G. Luke and company. You heard me, Grills.
West Side Wednesdays with my partner D. Lou, red and blue, keeping it true. Black fist in the air, this is my partner right here. Y'all tune in to him every Wednesday for whatever he got going on. Special guests, good music, unreleased music, or previously released music. G. Lou, West Side Wednesday. Yes, sir.
Hey, on me, Westside Wednesdays, the G. Lou Show, sponsored by Blog Talk Radio, 93.2 FM Ism, Black Box Productions, Kev Mac Videos, and we're back with my special guest, Lil Ace Capone from Van Ness. Incredible story so far. If you just checked in, man, you're missing a great one. But don't trip, we got you. You know, when the show is over, you'll be able to listen to everything you missed. I want to give a shout out to all the callers out there who's tuned in with us all across the world. Special shout out to LA, man. Everybody tuned in tonight, man. It's a great show. Shout out to the homie Big Blink as well. The homie coming home soon, man. Peace and blessings to you and all the homies behind the wall. Shout out to Big Ace Capone, man, as well. Hold your head. And everybody out here in the streets pushing this line, man, for for a real purpose, man. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? We back with my homie Lil Ace Capone. Hey, before we continue, let me go to the phone lines. We got a caller out there if they want to speak. You're in the queue. Caller, hello.
Okay.
Caller, hello. Hello, caller. Hello, hello. Okay. Maybe they didn't want to speak. It's all good. If you want to speak, press 1. We'll bring you back in. It's all love. Thank you. We're back with my homeboy Lil Ace Capone. Hey, I wanted to speak on, man, going back a little bit, about, the situation that shook up your neighborhood pretty much, because you were away at the time. How was it coming back to that, and were you aware of the situation when you came home, or did you hear about it, or how was that like when you came home to the situation that happened in the mid-'80s?
Well, I know that I found out about it when I got out of camp. My grandmother didn't want me in the neighborhood, so she sent me out to Carson to live with my cousin. And I went out there and stayed in Carson in the Victoria Park area. And I came home one weekend, and while I was there, I seen it on the news, just the shooting part. No details. Never even thought about tying it to Uno like that.
Right.
Or anybody else in the neighborhood. So when I came over, the first place I went was on Manhattan. That's the street that I ran on. And, they didn't have no clue. Cause he was out there. I think Fred was out there. There was a few of us out there. And like always, Blink could tell you, I was always the youngest one. I started hanging around with Blink when I was like 11.
Okay.
So, he was telling me to get up off the block. That's Big Ace. He was like, get out of here. Like, go. Get off the block. But it was for other reasons. It was other stuff going on. So he was like, just got out, get off the block. Go home. So I stayed there. Me and him got into a little tussle. And then finally I left in anger. Go back to Carson. About 2 days later, he on the news again. They dragging him out the house. And I'm like, what the hell? So I get on the bus and go back to my grandmother's house on Wilton, which is where I grew up at. And when I get over there, I start hearing little stuff. I talked to a few of the older homies that lived on Manhattan, and they was telling me about all the things that had led up to that, and that that part was it didn't have nothing to do with that. And then still a lot of things that happened that I really don't. I can speak on a little bit, but there was a lot of stuff going on to where dudes was getting paid, getting out of cases, all kind of stuff just to say this man did that, and it all ended up coming out in the end. And what killed me about that is that a lot of them dudes end up being like the man in their neighborhood. These people I'm talking about is not characters. They are well-known people in their neighborhood. Like where they're from, they like big homes, a lot of people.
Right.
These dudes not only took the stand and told, they took the stand and lied. So, and cost one man his life and almost another one. Luckily for Fred, he was able to fight through that and walk away from it. Uno, on the other hand, wasn't. And they know he didn't do it. The people that it happened to know he didn't do it. It's been said on several occasions. They knew it wasn't him. And what's killing me is that even now, and I've been in touch with his attorneys and stuff, and I've seen every drop of the paperwork. I know everything that's going on. They even telling them right now that it was misconduct in the trial. The judge was dirty. All kind of stuff, but nobody's making an effort to get him up out of here. And that's crazy to me. This man been on man been locked up since he was 17 years old, man.
Right.
He's 51 now.
Damn.
Ain't no justice in that. And everybody should be angry about that. Whether you a blood, a crip, or anything else, you should be angry about that. Because if it happened to him, it can happen to you or yours.
Mm-hmm.
And we just trying to get him out of here. But once that happened, dude, it was just bad over there. Like, one, it wasn't. I guess you got to get back to the fact that gangs was really they were formed to protect the neighborhood, not to fuck it up. So when you get back, you see the way that they took everybody away from the neighborhood. That left the door open for everybody to come over there and do what they want. I was basically by myself during that time. It wasn't nothing I could do. I was 14, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't run the whole neighborhood by myself. So, and then I had other homies now that's back playing OG again that was running around saying, I ain't no gang member, I ain't this and I ain't that. And I don't say nothing, man, because regardless to that, I still love them dudes, man. And everybody gang ain't they function to be no gang. That's not what they are. And if that's not what you are, then you need to stay in your lane. And that's the way I look at it. They stayed in their lane. So, it's when they come out that lane later on, when they say shit, that's when I got a problem with it. So, for the most part, that was what's going on. It was dudes over there from all kind of other neighborhoods setting up shop, doing all kind of crazy stuff. And that went on from about 84, I'm going to say, to the summer of 85. And that's when that's when my old boy Mo showed up, which is one of the dudes I respect more than anybody from that neighborhood. Like he came in after me, older than me, but that dude right there was the epitome of a big homie to me. Like when he came around, he wasn't trying to separate people. He wasn't picking and choosing who he wanted to play favoritism. He wanted everybody together, and he was. This dude, whether people want to admit it or not, but this dude and Levy from Giver Lane are the reason why the Rolling 50s, RLBs up in the Avenue, turned into V&G. It was those two dudes were very instrumental in that. Because prior to that, the 50s were the 50s and the VNs were the VNs. And that summer, the 85, we became one.
Right.
And it was because of Mo. And that dude, like, I mean, things happen in the end. I guess when you get to and that's the thing about the outsiders. When you get to a point where you got a bunch of dudes hanging around with each other every day, that the only thing they have in common is that they from the same gang, but outside of that, they don't like each other. Man, that balloon gonna bust eventually.
Right.
And that's what ends up happening. So you get things like that, and get people the animosity start coming to a forefront, jealousy, whatever you want to call it, man. It just all the hatred start coming out with you. And I used to get in trouble with Mo and with other homies because I didn't want to pick sides. I don't want to pick sides. I'm not from your crew. I'm not from that crew. I'm from right here. And right is right, wrong is wrong. And in my head, in my vocal opinion, every time I was always like, just go to the park, fight, get it over with, and leave it alone. Because the more you let it escalate, the worse it's going to get. And you start seeing that. You think about it from the early 90s on up, you start seeing that in all the different neighborhoods where they start beefing amongst each other and killing each other and doing all kind of crazy stuff. And that all goes back to that outsider shit. You know, you got people, because some dude might show up with a big sack and he want to put everybody down, you got some people that'll argue to keep him around, and some don't want him around because he ain't from around. So get him out of here. All that goes bad. It ends up going bad. Then you got some dudes that do have bad intentions. Like, I'm not never going to tell one of my little homies come up to me and be like, "Big homie, I want to go to school and be a probation officer, or I want to go to the military." Man, go. This shit going to be right here when you get back. If this is what you want, when you come back, come back to it. But if you finna go do something to better yourself, then go. But you got other homies that want to, man, you going to gangbang, but you going to run up, man. Don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that because you wouldn't tell your kids. So don't treat this dude like he's less than one of your kids because he didn't come from your seed. These is my people, period. You know, I got a chance to get a little culture. My mom taught at Marcus Garden when it was on 5th Ave and 54th. So I was at Marcus Garden before then. And I got a chance to learn a few things that kind of had us in a situation like the brother was just speaking on that was on the phone. Like, things were put in place for a reason. And I knew some people that saw that back then, but the thing is, nobody was listening to them. Nobody wanted to hear what they were talking about. I had my own way, baby Snap, his mama, probably one of the most cultural black women I ever met in my life. To where I looked up to her like my mother. And you know, she would she would spit it. Like, she would come tell us, she would gather us up and talk to us and tell us different things. I was receptive because I've heard it before, but a lot of my own boys, they weren't trying to hear that. They didn't care nothing about nothing like that. They just cared about these cars, these girls, and this other stuff. And we all ended up in the same place in the end. I probably don't know one V&G that ain't been shot. I damn sure don't know one that up to jail. So we don't. It's like a cycle, but it's a cycle that's so easy to stop. Like, it's not hard to stop that cycle. It ain't hard at all. All we got to do is just stop. It's quick. It's quick. No, you don't have to not be from V&G, and just because I'm from V&G and I'm a blood, don't mean every Crip is my fucking enemy. And that's what shit really got out of me. Just because I'm a blood, I don't like Crips. No, Tommy, that's not how it went. We beef with dudes because they crossed the line and did something they wasn't supposed to do outside their area.
Right.
That's where the beef came from. It's, okay, you from H-Trace, you from 50s, you from Hoover. I don't like you because I'm a blood, or vice versa. For instance, we ain't never had no issues with H-Trace. Ever. I can't think of no time in my lifetime. Now, some stuff may have happened when I was gone some of these times, but in my lifetime, I never ever remember us having no beef with ETGs, and you could spit from our neighborhood to this. So it just, I don't know what happened, man. It's hard to even, like, pinpoint that to one particular thing. I think it was like a whole plethora of things. Yeah. Made stuff just go.
Right.
But it don't gotta be much to make it go good, though.
Right.
And I see some of these dudes, man, some new young rappers that's doing what they do and not letting that get in their way. I respect that a lot.
Yeah. Lil Ace, before we continue, I wanna show much love again. We spoke on the big homie, Big Uno, Big Ace, and we hope he comes home. Do we I know you're in touch with the big homie. Is he in good spirits first and foremost? And do we ever have action of maybe the homie coming home? And what would be the outcome if he did come home? Do you think would be on the neighborhood over there?
You know what? I think, like, I talked to him, a lot back and forth, and I think first of all, I do honestly believe he's gonna get up out of this. And
Okay.
second, I think that when he gets up out of there, because I keep trying to explain to him, you don't understand like what kind of influence you got over a lot of people. Like it's a lot of people looking at you, and when you come out of there, what you gonna do?
Right.
And he ain't with no buffoonery. He trying to come home and get his stuff together and live out his best life. So, what's left. He ain't coming home trying to play catch up and all that. He's gonna be taken care of when he get home to make sure that he have all the tools he needs to see. He just waiting. He patiently waiting, man. And he's been patiently waiting for a long time, as you know.
Long time. Right.
He's good. And he got
Right,
a
that's
lot
what's up.
like it's a lot of issues. He got so many issues on his appeal, man, that are confirmed that right now I'm just really like boggled as to how he's still there. Like
Right.
It doesn't make sense. These judges admitting everything. You got all these dudes that told signing affidavits about why they told and what kind of stuff they was up against when they told, and he's still sitting there. For him to still be sitting there and be in the spirit that he's in, you know that dude he's an exceptional cat, man. Because I know I was cracked up by that.
Right. And that's something important that you said, Lil Ace, being that we have certain homeboys that's in there, man, and their spirits are still high, you know what I mean? Like Ace, like you spoke on, like the homie Blink, we have him on here a lot, and he, been down 30 plus and still is just vibrant, man, and in good spirits and positive, man, and you know what I mean? That like you said. Yeah, man. It is, man. To see homie, because like you said, I don't know what I would do, homie. Like you said, 30 plus, homie, and the homie Ace been 17 since he was 17. He's 51. Come on, homie. It's like, man, these dudes out here will never know, So to have homies like that are, still in good spirits, man, and haven't let the system break them, man. We salute you, homies, man, and it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
He laughing more than I do.
Wow. Exactly, because it's like we deal with our own shit out here on the streets, but that ain't even close to what they deal with. And niggas out here breaking down, homie. You know what I mean? So,
that's
wow.
The real talk. Yeah. And that's one of the things I say to my own son, because my son get into these little slumps, and I be like, dude, you don't even know what 10% of struggle is. You don't have no clue. You worrying about whether you gonna catch an Uber or a bus to work. Man, if you don't get out of here and get on my face with that,
right.
I don't want to hear that.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's like cats will never know, man. So we salute the homies, behind the walls, man, staying positive and strong, man, and giving us hope out here, man. You know what I mean? You homies give us hope, and we want to send, our prayers to the homies, man, and just know that they coming home soon. Shout out to Big Ace, shout out to Blink, all the homies behind the walls, man. We with you, homie, and we do this for you. You know what I'm saying? So this show is dedicated to Big Ace, dedicated to the homie Blink, man. Much love out here. We got you, homie, and keep your head up. And just keep doing what you do, because you inspire us, homie, out here, So it's all love, man. We got my homie Lil Ace Capone up in here, man, from Van Ness, giving up the history, you know what I mean? And it's an incredible story, man. It's like, wow, that's all I can say is wow. We got a couple callers out there that are in the queue. If you want to speak, I know you press 1. Let me go to this caller that's been in the queue for a minute. If you want to speak, you're live right now, 323-200. What up? What up, caller? 323. Okay. Going once, going twice. All right. Let me see who else is in the queue. 509. That's my bro CeeLo. CeeLo, what up, man? Caller, hello. Okay. All right, if you want to speak, press 1. If you're in the queue, I'm going to bring you in. So that's all I did. But thanks to all the callers out there tuning in with us. Caller number again is 914-803-4001. It's Westside Wednesdays, the G. Lou Show with my homeboy, Lil Ace Capone from Van Ness. We'll be right back after this. Pause for the calls.
Shout out to the G. Lou Show for having me on there. Westside Wednesdays, 7 to 9 p.m. Y'all already know, man. Oh, shout out to my boy Bling, too, once again.
What's up, everybody, man? This is Big D, man. You're not tuned into OG Sundays, you know what I mean? On the G. Lou Show, man. You know, Low Rider, you know what I'm saying? Oldie, man. I just want to give a shout out. Shout out to you, man. You know, G. Lou. I know this is the 300th episode, man. This is a big thing, man. Just, shout out to you, man, just for, putting it out there, man, just for doing real shit, man, all right? Big up to you, man, OG, Sundays, G. Lou. I'm out, man.
Hey, the G. Lou Show, Westside Wednesday. Shout out to the homie Big D. We're in here with my special guest, Lil Ace Capone, Van Ness. We got a couple more callers. Let me go to the phone lines right quick. 323-820. You're live on the line. Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just listening to this because I got the flyer on my phone earlier, and I'm from VN too. My name is Melinda.
Okay.
Ace know me. And I'm trying to see, like, what is this station all about, and is it for trying to help people get out of prison? Like, we talking about it, but is there a movement to help? Because I talk to Ace Capone every day, big Uno, like every day, every other day. You know what I mean? And what Ace is saying, it's truth to a lot of it. The gangs are not the same. Everybody on these designer drugs. It's like, it's totally different. My brother is Big Mo from VN.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I grew up in that same era with him. Me and him grew up from the Sandbox. Went to the same elementary. Me and Ace, Stevie. But I'm saying, like, the gangs ain't never going to be the same. All these rappers that's rapping about their bloods and all these East Coast, West Coast, all that. All I'm saying is if you don't know the history of it, please stop trying to do it. Just be yourself. You don't have to belong to nobody or no one to be somebody if you secure within yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pissed off because listening to it and seeing what's going on, there's a lot of real soldiers in prison and in the grave behind that. And these new cats don't understand that. I don't deal with anybody under 35. I don't deal with them. You call yourself a blood, a Crip, or whatever, it's no respect. Half of them, honestly, they grew up in the crack era. They crack babies, and I'm just keeping it 100 because anybody that know me, this one don't bite her tongue. I recognize real. I don't recognize fake. Just because you got your pants sagging and you wearing blue or red don't make you a gang member. Know your history before you start trying to bang something. If you ever been on paperwork, if you ever been up on the stand against somebody, go on about your business. Don't try to be acting like you're not a snitch or you're not a rat or you faking and you switching up. You know what I mean? All these hood days, they got Crips and Bloods in there. I'm for unity. Don't get it wrong, but at the same time, don't just do it because there's money involved or because you want a free high or you just want to be in the in crowd. Because it's real people that have lost their lives behind this. It's real people sitting behind them walls behind this gang shit. And now it's just like a fad, like how Gucci and Elise and Fila back in style, gang banging back in style. If you're a real one, it never was out of style. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right. I do.
So all
that's
listening, the higher you get don't make you a harder blood, don't make you a harder Crip. The more drugs you take don't make you somebody. If you secure within yourself, you don't have to be pleasing nobody, have to be no ass kisser. You don't got to try to act hard. Because for sure, in my era, skinny jeans sure wouldn't be rocking. You know what I mean? Like these little young ass t-shirts, these young ass t-shirts and them fucking skinny jeans, you would get your ass beat coming to the hood. You sagging, but you got on skinny jeans. Come on, dude. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. You know what I mean? You're powdering your nose. Now you want to be hard. Then when you get sober, you looking stupid. And, I didn't know. Oh, my bad. It ain't no bad because it ain't no return on death. When them white folks hit that gavel and give you how many years you weigh, you weigh 250, we giving you 250. You weigh 120, we giving you 120. You see what I'm saying? In my era, it wasn't no followers. We all was leaders. We all talked to each other. You know, we had our back hood and front hood. That was it. We didn't have no cliques. Like he said, in the early 90s to the mids, it was like people start clicking up because of jealousy. But why? When there was always enough money out there for everybody, everybody had cars, nobody was really trying to outdo nobody. They really helped. If your dating fell off, don't trip, homie. I got one in my garage. Go by mom's house and get it. Now, you scared to let somebody know where your mama stay because you don't know what their ulterior motive is.
Preach.
Because I got a real trust issue. I trust nobody. Nobody. As soon as I get off of paperwork, and I'm not talking about on the stand paperwork, I'm talking about just getting out of jail. When I get off, I'm gonna get me a legal strap, and I'm gonna stay strapped. Because who don't mean no, Melinda don't play. If I don't know you, don't come up to me talking about homie this, I heard about you. What you hear? And who was you talking about me to? And why you was talking about me? Because I'm almost 50 and you 28 with Similac still on your breath. I know I don't know you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So folks that's out there partying and turning up with their kids, they grown kids, don't come to me talking about no GoFundMe and we need to raise money to get Pookie out of jail and Shayla got shot at the hamburger stand. Why was Shayla at the hamburger stand acting like she with that business and then got her ass shot with 5 kids? You know what I mean? It's time for us to wake up. Wake up. Don't party with your kids and then be crying or pissed off when they get caught up.
Right. Hey, sweetheart. Not to cut you off, but I'm glad you spoke on that because that's a big problem. We spoke on that on the last episode, whereas the generation of mothers and fathers or whatever don't have control of their kids, or they're more friends with their kids, so they don't know how to be a parent. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
To the kid, and that's the problem. I'm glad you spoke on that. Can you elaborate on that more a little bit? Because that's a big problem right now.
It's the major problem right now because you're too busy trying to be your kid's friend and trying to be cool and turning up. If you're going to turn up something, turn up them lights and help your child read that book. Help your child do that homework. You know what I mean? If you grew up in that era, explain to them when you see them going out and see them coming in, eyes red, smelling like liquor, smelling like they ain't had a bath. Because, we all done hung up. My auntie had the hangout house in the 80s and the 90s. You know what I mean? Everything went there. But you better take your butt to school. You're going to wash your butt, and it was about respect. They don't have no respect because if you don't respect your own mama and daddy and they let you sit up and cuss in front of them and you drinking with your teenage son or daughter, if they don't respect you, how you think they're going to respect somebody else in the street? Because guess what? You love your kid, but that next person in the street don't love them like you love them and going to take your head. They will take their head off for being disrespectful. Stop being your kids' friends and start being their parents. If you know they live in that lifestyle and you come from that era, show them how to do it right. That's all I say. If you know they out there, don't let them just be a crash dummy. Sit them down and really explain to them how things are different. And let them know, are you willing to give up 20 years of your life for petty stuff? Because that's what they're giving them, 20, 30 years for stuff that's not even violent. You know what I mean? Just to get rid of us. They don't want us here. You know, our ancestors helped build this country. I don't give a damn what Trump, Rump, or Dump, or anybody else say. Our ancestors built this, and they didn't build this for us to be where we at right now. We should be in a whole better place. A whole better place. We powerful and don't even know it. You know what I mean? I was reading something on the internet about how New York just passed it. It's okay to wear our natural hair. What you mean? But it's okay for the Kardashians and all these other white folks to get booties and injections.
Right.
Yeah. And wear French braids. They can wear French braids. Yes. Right. They can wear French braids and go get injections to get booty and titty and big lips, which we're naturally born with it, but it's illegal for us to have it. So you saying that we just shouldn't be existing, but y'all like everything about our culture, but y'all don't like us as a people? And we've been saying it for years, but when is it going to change? Hey, you know, all these athletes and rappers.
That's another big problem. That's another thing you just spoke on. Once again, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you spoke on this another big discretion and topic is, like you said, everybody loves us and wants to be like us, but they still hate us at the same time, and we're still the most discriminated on, and still at the bottom of the totem pole.
Of every topic.
Our culture affects everything, but we affect everything.
We
in
everywhere.
Culture, though.
We everywhere. We're everywhere.
Not just
Go
that.
ahead,
90% of them slang words you hear come right from behind the prison walls.
You know, I'm like, what's the real?
All that good shit, that shit come right out from jail.
Because they have nothing else to do but sit up in there and clown and make the best of their days, but everybody want to use it, you know? Like they say, everybody want to be hard till them silver handcuffs come out. Then it's, I want my mama. I didn't know. No, you're not ready for this. Stay away from the gang. Stop trying to be hard. So what if somebody look at you, look at them back? Maybe you looking nice. It don't always have to be a beef. That's what's wrong with us. We too busy worried about each other. Let's worry about them folks that's against us, not the ones that look like us. You know what I mean? On some real stuff. Stop being your kids' friends. Be their parents first. You know what I mean? The stuff I did growing up, my mama didn't know. I was sneaking because if she would have found out, I wouldn't have all these teeth in my mouth right now. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Stop being your kids' friends and be their parents. Because if you're gonna be their friends, then you're gonna be the one that's sitting up in the courtroom or at a grave burying your child. Because these streets ain't no joke nowadays. They not no joke, and you don't have to have a weapon to die nowadays. People is just snatching people up, stabbing people, pushing people in front of buses. You know what I mean? Just on some real weird stuff. And it's like, what's going on? Everybody on drugs. Everybody drinking and think that's the end thing, and it's not. You know, and don't get me wrong, I like to party every now and then, but I don't do it as much as back in the day because back in the days we looked out for each other. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not even about partying and all that. It's just about being accountable. You know what I mean? Like
and being accountable, exactly.
Not doing dumb shit. Yeah.
Not doing dumb shit. And right now, our folks, we lost. It's sad. I wouldn't want to be no other race. No, I wouldn't want to have no other culture, but we lost. And these youngsters, like he said earlier, they don't listen. We had homeboys that was smoking and stayed afloat, but they DP'd us. Get out of line if you want to, because we was a family. It was a family. Back then, gangs was like a family. We all piled up in the same house. We all piled up in one car and went to a party or the skating ring, you know, and we looked out. We didn't leave nobody. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, it was like we was a family, and now it's not a family. They fake. They click up. As soon as one incident happened, it's just, F that fool, F that bitch. You know, it's like, come on now. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. And that's just the bottom line. It's going to be hard, but.
Hey, and Stevie spoke on this earlier. We were trying to see. He spoke on it. I want to ask you, do you think it will be a time when we can get it back together and get it back right how it needs to be? Or you think it's too far gone?
I believe it. No, it's gone, but I believe it's going to take some real educated, positive, strong-minded leaders. Not no followers, not nobody that done read Master Cody book, not nobody that done looked on social media and seen what's happened over here back in this days, and as somebody that really lived in it and really won't change. Not the famous part of it, not to just be popular, not to get the bragging rights to say, oh, I did this, I did that. Somebody that genuinely really care. You know what I mean? Not for the money, none of that. It can change because basically all they're looking for is somebody to show them. They lost, but they just need somebody to show them. And right now, it's really nobody out here that's doing it. All these people that's talking about they with the gang intervention, they doing this and they doing that. I ain't never seen nobody just mobbing up and down the streets, cleaning up the streets of L.A. We live here. It's trash all over. You know what I mean? If you really for cleaning up and helping the hoods and getting people together, why don't you get your gang intervention group that you're getting funds from the government for and patting your pockets and tell them, hey, on Saturday morning, we getting up and we mobbing from 54th and Crenshaw all the way down to 54th and Central, and we going to get trash bags, and we got a contract with the city. Every 5 blocks, we're going to have trash and clean up the neighborhoods. That's how you get people together, because once it's going to have to be like a wildfire. It got to start somewhere, and then everybody else going to be like, okay, and it don't even have to be gang leaders. It can just be people in the neighborhood that won't change.
Right.
But it's going to have somebody that really care about the city of L.A., because L.A. is tore up right now. Compton,
right.
all over. I mean, come on. You never heard about killings in Gardena and Torrance. You can't go to the bowling alley. You can't go to the park. You can't do nothing. It's going to take some real leaders, some people that's really knowing what to do, not nobody that read about it or heard about it and I'm just here to do this. No, you got to talk these youngsters to the heart and let them know and explain. Show them bullet wounds. Because like he said, everybody from being them been shot, including my ass, and been to jail. You know what I mean? You got to get some people that really know, not talking about it, not listening to no rap song, talking about I laid down this and that and that. You did all that and you rapping about it and you ain't in jail. Come on. Sit down. Right. Stop talking about shit you ain't doing. Just be a rapper.
Right.
Just be a rapper. Rap about the trees or the streets. Don't be claiming stuff you ain't did, because that's what get a lot of people caught up. That's why my big homeboy sitting on death row right now, because niggas running their mouth and lying, trying to get off their case, because they hard before they get to jail. But then, I can say this and say that and get somebody else's life caught up. That shit is costly. Them is years he can't never get back, but he coming home. Best believe that.
Hey, and that's what I wanted to speak about. I spoke to Steve about this earlier, but what do you think about the homie coming home and like the homie said, the impact he would have, and what
great
the importance
impact
would that be for somebody like him to come home, which we know he will one day. But speak on that if you can, because I know you talked to the homie.
He's gonna come home. Yes, right. He's gonna come home. He is gonna be a great impact. He's not caught up with revenge. He's not angry at nobody. When I talk to him, like he said, he's bubbly, he's laughing. He's like, I'm enjoying life. I'm good. I do my exercise. I've been doing this for years. I got my agenda, and all I'm doing is staying focused and positive. And he always say, you know what? It probably preserved my life, because the way the streets from me in here listening, I probably would have been in the box. He's his only mama's child. You know what I mean? He was born into this. His birthday is on our hood day, 5-4. Like, seriously. You know what I mean? And he's going to be a good and a very influential impact, because when you look at him, he's 50 and he looking younger than these 20 and 30-year-olds. And if they don't see that when he get out and see, look, you don't have to be doing all that to make a name for yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He is going to be very influential. He got a lot of people backing him, and he can make a change. He is one that can make a change. He is one with the Crips and the Blood. Because I promise you, don't none of these youngsters want to be on death row. Don't none of them want to be having that life sentence, living in a box for 30 years, going in as a teenager. My cousin's son, he in there with double life, went in at 19, been in 11 years, but he got get back because of this new laws that's passing in California, because they know they railroad people. You know what I mean? So it's like you get that chance back. He ain't getting, Uno ain't getting out and messing up. He getting out and trying to make a change. He's trying to make a difference and save lives and not let nobody get caught up like him. You know what I mean? And he's a very positive person in there. I love him. Him and my cousin that got killed at 14 was real close. It was like, the 80s was bad for our neighborhood, even though it was a quiet, family-orientated nothing but houses. Every now and then, an apartment. You know what I mean? Like when 83, 84 hit, it was just like a crash. Like my cousin got killed, and then he ended up going to jail on death row at 7. It was just like one after the other. And after that, it was like the VNs was like known worldwide, and it was just, you know, it was an era where, you know, it was like, hey, if you was from VN, you was somebody. Now it's like, who? What? I don't know, man. If y'all don't go sit down somewhere, you know. But I know he gonna make an impact on it. He gonna share his story, and like he say, it ain't about the money. He want his freedom. He know he can't get them years back. He want to spend the rest of his days with his mama. You know, he want to hug his mama. He want to sit down at a dinner table with his mama. You know, he want to watch TV with his mom. He don't have no kids. They took that from him. They ain't gave him a chance to even leave no seeds here. You know what I mean? He wants to just get out and have his life back, his freedom. He want to not be in a fucking box for 23 hours a day, you know, for something he didn't do. Could you imagine that? We take a lot of stuff for advantage. We take a lot of shit for advantage, and these youngsters don't know. You got a chance. I don't care if you got a nickel in your pocket of $500,000. We all going to leave here the same way, in a box or burnt and in somebody's chest in an urn. You know what I mean? And it's like freedom is the most valuable thing on this earth outside of the breath that you breathe every day. And these folks better wake up. And I'm talking about Crips, Bloods, hustlers, rappers, singers, famer people. I mean, look at all these people with money that's committing suicide. You know, money don't answer everything. Yes, you need it to survive, but if you ain't happy and you constantly looking over your shoulder and looking over your back because you got enemies and all that, that's not a way to live. I can go anywhere. I go anywhere I want to. I fuck with anybody I want to. You know, anybody gonna say something about me, they gonna say, Melinda, she be talking shit, but she be on her shit. She be speaking real shit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lead you into nothing stupid. If it ain't sounding good, it ain't sounding good. You can go sit your ass down. You know, certain events. Oh, you going over there? I'm not going over there because I ain't feeling it. Because I'm trying to be here when my homeboy Uno step out there. I'm trying to be here when my brother come from behind them wall. I'm trying to be here when my homeboy B.O. getting out. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be here with my real ones, my day ones that been sitting down for banging West Side Van Ness gangster brims for 20 and 30 years behind them gates. And these fools out here thinking it's a joke and it's fun and piecing up on a pint of drink. That ain't no life. What the hell, a pint? For real? We used to go to the liquor bank and shut them down and buy 5 and 6 cases of 40 ounces and 4 and 5 half a gallons of Hennessy. Shut them down. You know what I mean?
Hey, shout out to the liquor bank. Rest in peace to the liquor bank.
Man, rest in peace to the liquor bank. I was pissed off when I came back and seen the liquor bank was gone. I'm like, man, shit is going wrong now. What the hell? The liquor bank gone? Like, seriously? That's the first place I bought my first bottle of Mad Dog 2020 Banana Red. Why you bullshitting? You know, like, the liquor bank gone? Somebody got to get back out here and get our neighborhoods right, you know, for real. Like my brother pushed the issue a lot. When he get out, he want to do nonprofits because these Asians and a lot of these Mexicans, I ain't hating on nobody getting their money. They buying these stores and got these beauty supplies now and stuff, but they don't want to hire nobody from the neighborhood. We all ain't bad, but we going to act bad if y'all don't give us a chance. Why you want your stores and stuff in our neighborhood, but you don't want to hire nobody in the neighborhood? What's up with that? You know what I mean? Like, if something got to give, something got to change. Everybody talking about spend your money on black dollars, but anybody and everybody that got their eyes open, no. When we go downtown to try to get licensed to get this and that, it's always costing us an arm and a leg. You got to write off your kids, college money and all that to get it. But these foreigners can come here and get it like that.
Right.
You know,
and,
we got to figure it out.
Piggybacking off of that, you know, we got the trend now because everything trends. You know, the Gucci thing and all that, which is a good point.
Right.
But it should have been made before. You know what I'm saying? And not only Gucci,
way
all
before.
These designer things. Yeah, but what do we need to do? Because that's our problem. You know what I mean? We go quick to run to Gucci, and half these niggas ain't even wearing real Gucci. But it's like we go to Gucci and all these other places. Yeah, for real though. But what do we need to do to keep the dollar in the communities more to where we don't do this and support? Because that's the thing, we don't support each other. You know what I mean? Because we hate too much.
You know why?
What do we need to do about that?
because the government, and I ain't blaming it just all on the white man, but I mean, it's been a systematic thing for years to drop a few dollars here, drop a few dollars there, even in the prisons. You know what I mean? That's how they start the gang wars and the beef between the Mexicans and the blacks in the prisons, because they'll let Mexican visitors pass through with $5,000 to $10,000 worth of heroin, but then the blacks can only get some weed going through. It ain't no question. I don't give a shit who listening, they know it's the truth, and that's how the war starts. It's the same thing on the street. The cats out here that's having money, they so scared that somebody else gonna have bigger rims than them or a bigger house than them that they don't even want to help. You know what I mean? We got to stop being stingy amongst each other. You know, and you don't have to always put yourself out there that you the one that's opening up this store. You know, everybody want bragging rights. Why you can't low-key do stuff, open it up, hire some folks.
That's the problem. Exactly. Because niggas want to broadcast and then somebody hate on them and they won't. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, why you got to broadcast it? You know what I mean? Like they say, look at Rolls Royce and Bentley. They just started being on TV. You never seen that the Bentleys and Rolls Royces on the TV or Rolexes for years because they didn't have to, because people came to them for their valuable product. You ain't got to always put yourself out, oh, yeah, I open a T-shirt shop. Oh, yeah, that's my beauty supply over there. Or I got a smoke shop over there. Why are you advertising? Act like you're a customer, too. Go in there and spend some money in your own business. Oh, you know what? These folks over here got it, and just let it be in secret. The hell? Right. Don't be sitting up there just having money and not help, but you complaining. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah. You know, they want to go to Maestros and they want to go up in Beverly Hills spending their money with them white folks when them white folks don't give a damn about you. At the end of the day, they don't care. They know you being stupid. They know you probably struggle to get it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But come on, keep it real. Stop being stingy. It's a lot of cats out here with money that's scared somebody else going to have a dime more than them, and it shouldn't even be that case. It's too many empty lots. There's too many empty buildings around here where people can't open their little stores, and you got to crawl before you can walk. You know what I mean? But if you get them in there and have it at a decent price, we could shut these Asian stores down. We could shut, you know, some of the Mexicans is cool, you know what I mean? But the majority of them, they just like the other races. They don't want us to have nothing either. But we can do it. It's just, folks, people that got a little coins need to just go and invest in their own neighborhoods or the next neighborhood.
And that's something we could preach to some of these youngsters because, you know, some of these youngsters now in the rap or whatever they do, they're getting a little bit of money. So that's what needs to be spoken about, what you just said. Invest in your communities, buy a property, things that will appreciate and you can have later on, because that's what's going on. Everybody's so worried about Instagram and all this type of shit, but they buying up shit, Rolls Royce, all this bullshit. Yeah, well, we need to invest
and half
more
of
in
that
our
shit is
community.
leased. Yeah, it's leased. It ain't theirs. You know what I mean? People with common sense know this is not your ride, dude. You leasing this for your videos or just to do for this one weekend or whatever. Come on, keep it real. You messing off that money on that when you can put back in your neighborhood. I was riding with my mama yesterday, and I was like, damn, this little laundromat closed right here. You know, I wish I had my paper up because I'll bust it open because it ain't no wash. It wasn't no laundromat in that specific area right there, and it was in a crib neighborhood, but I didn't give a shit because my money is green and white. You know what I mean? I don't care about no blue, no red, no nothing. I'm too old for that shit. But just to think about opening up something that's black owned. You know, my friend got a braid shop, and everything in her shopping center almost is black owned. The tax place, the braid shop, the beauty supply. You know what I mean? They finna open a new Bill's Tacos right there. She like, we black owned up in here, and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You know. And it's like, come on, we can do it. We can do it. People don't want to pick up books and read.
We need to read. And also, Linda, we got this gentrification going on, which is another black eye on it. So it's like the time is now to wise up.
Rise up, man. They trying to push us up out of here. Where we gonna go? Downtown? It ain't no spaces empty downtown. The homeless is down there deep, and it's sad. Like, where you gonna go?
Out there. They pushing them out there. The Palmdale and San Bernardino.
Yeah. And look how them towns are, though. Think about it. San Bernardino, Palmdale, Victorville, all them towns, if you got 100 gallons of gas, you can circle that bitch and light it on fire, and then we gone. You know what I mean? They trying to get us in a circle. I'm not going. I'm just letting your white folks know I'm not going. Okay? That's what they do. They trying to put us in a huddle. They trying to put us in a huddle, man, and people that don't know and sitting up drinking and partying every day don't see it happening. They trying to put us somewhere where once they can just drop one bomb and get rid of us. You know what I mean? And we got to do something because they show trying.
Speaking on it. Right.
I'm speaking on it because if anybody that know Melinda, they know I'm a thinker. They know. Back in the days when we would be at parties and caravanning 20 and 30 deep, having fun. This is how I used to go on some real shit in the 80s and the 90s. The 20s would come down Arlington, the Avenue 20s and the neighborhood 20s, the 7s, the 9s. They come down Arlington, roll through the 30s, whatever. It don't matter. Get to the VNs. The 50s already down there with us. It wasn't no rolling 40s until like the late 80s, early 90s. The VNs, the 20s, we rolling deep. We going to the brim. We caravan, pick up some brims. By this time, the family's waiting for us somewhere. We caravanning, now the families. We done scooped them up. All the East Side bloods is already heading up Central to Skateland. We mobbed to Skateland. You know what I mean? We partied. We didn't really have no set tripping and no fights back then. Like, it was unity. It was unity. You know what I mean? It was straight unity. It wasn't no set tripping. Now you can't. It's like, come on. You know what I mean? We got to get it together. Stop trying to gangbang. It's too late to be put on. It's too late to be claiming anything but blackness.
Hey.
Claim your blackness,
Melinda,
for real.
But you know, you got these youngsters all around the country, and everybody want to be affiliated now. In 2019, it's becoming a popular and mainstream. You know, what do you think about that?
I think it's straight bullshit. Skinny jeans and red flags don't go together. Skinny jeans and blue rags don't go together. Them tight-ass sweatpants they wearing, them tight-ass sweatpants tighter than your broads, and them little young-ass sweatshirts don't match with gangbanging, okay? Gangbangers wore Ben Davis, khakis, Levi's, corduroys, starched up, with the little flip at the bottom, the dudes. We had our names stitched on our back pockets. You know what I mean? That's it. The gear don't match the gangbanging. The gear don't match the gangbanging. They confused, baby. They confused. You hear me? They confused. Exactly. They confused. They confused. They want to be they want to live the limelife of the upscale rappers, you know, like Puff Daddy and Jay-Z and them. They want to dress like them, but say they gangbangers. Like, that don't work.
Yeah, it don't mix.
Jay-Z,
it don't mix.
Jay-Z and Puffy and DJ Khaled, them some players. Them some millionaires. You know what I mean? They walk around with rags hanging out their pockets.
Right. And Melinda, what do you think about that same topic you just spoke on? That's a problem as well because it put a black eye, like you said. The West Coast were always trendsetters, you know, LA, and that's why everybody wants to be in that culture. But now they adapted their culture, and now, like you said, the skinny jeans and cats look like this other cat down here, and you know what I mean. What do you think about that?
Man, the West Coast was always the best coast. I don't care what nobody say. Right. When the weather get bad on that east, a little bit of snow, they flurry this way. You know what I mean? We need to stick back to, like, all this old school stuff that's coming back. Yeah, it might have started a little bit on the East Coast to Adidas with Run DMC and them, but we always, like you said, been trendsetters. Now it's like they, you know, we the state, we the coast that do the most. Like, we need to get back to that, but we ain't gonna never get back to it because, like, we go back to the house, the household. The majority of cats that's out here, these youngsters trying to gangbang, they trying to do it because they know their father did it or their mama or somebody in their family did it. But the original ones, the OGs, they not them. First of all, it was a different era. Second of all, you know what I mean? And they're not guiding them. It's all about guidance. It's all about guidance. Right. It starts at the home. And if your mama and dad has never been a gang member or whatever, and you following behind your relative or your uncle, you know what I mean? Sit down and talk to that person. Let them school you on it first before you trying to just jump in because you think that's the thing to do. You know what I mean? Because it's not. It's not. Like he said earlier, I ain't get jumped in. None of in my era, nobody got jumped in. That shit didn't start happening until like the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't get jumped in. You was born and raised in that neighborhood.
Born there.
I was thinking about this the other day.
It was outsiders. That's probably
it was the outsiders that tainted. Most of the neighborhoods that's tainted is the outsiders. Now, the 20s gave a hood day the other day. Now, this is something, I ain't never been in no party In my era, my generation, and I done been to some parties lately in the last 4 or 5 years, and I, like, you know, when they started the moving, grooving, and whooping thing, okay, well, that's fine if that's what y'all want to do. Like he said, we ain't never had no problem with the A-Tray gangsters, but I'm not partying with no hoopers while my homeboy's sitting on death row behind that bullshit. I'm not. That's just a no-no. But they gave a hood party the other day, the 20s, and somebody told me that some known Rolling 60 was up in there. Okay, if that's what they allowed, that's fine, but you couldn't get that same back in return. So therefore, it goes back to these youngsters thinking this shit is a joke and it's cool. It's only going to be cool until that one person go back and tell where you hanging out at, where y'all partying at, where y'all getting loaded at, and then next thing you know, folks is getting killed for what? Just because somebody knows something? It starts with the upbringing and how you carry yourself. I'm not running with no Crips and Bloods, gang banging, doing no gang banging stuff, because I don't do that shit no more. If I could stop a youngster from doing it, I'm going to try to. I'll be trying to talk to these young girls all the time out here, walking up and down the streets, tattoos all on their face. What you going to do with your life? Who finna let you work in their establishment when you got all these tattoos? My nephew got killed in 2011. I thought I was going to fucking die. This is my nephew, not even my son. So I can imagine these mothers and fathers burying their kids behind street violence. It's a hurtful thing. It ain't no return on death. So if you got kids in the streets, nieces, nephews, whatever, you need to get them up out them streets if they ain't about that life, because it's rough out here. And it ain't no joke, because it's some that just don't give a shit. It's some that come from broken homes, parents in jail, ain't never going to get out, you know what I mean, don't know where they going to lay their head at. And the thing about it, they trying to join these gangs and hang around so they can have somewhere to lay their head, really. That's how I see it. They really just struggling to keep a roof over their head, you know. And it's like, don't do it. If you ain't in it already, don't do it. It's too late. These rappers, and it's a fad now to be a Blood, and it's a fad now to be a Crip, because Nipsey Hussle is cripping and all that. You see, Nipsey done kind of slowed it down. He got a family, but he's still getting his money. If gangster rappers will pay his bills, oh, so be it. But at the same time, you ain't going to see him out here gangbanging. You ain't going to see him encouraging his son to do that shit, because he know it ain't right.
Exactly.
You feel me? He know it ain't right. So we need to start at home. When we grew up and we messed up, our neighbors told our mamas, or they got on our ass right there, and that was that.
Got your ass now
whooped,
you, but now you can't even touch the kid. The parents can't even touch them.
Because
you know what I mean? It's like,
exactly, you already know what that's about. Okay, if they beat their kids, we gonna lock their ass up for child abuse, and now we got control of their kids, and we can put them in foster homes where we can control them and make them work for nickels on the dollar. You know what I mean? It's all about controlling us because we so powerful. And black people need to wake up and realize that we powerful, man. This melon is powerful. These folks need to wake up. This skin color, we come in all shades, and we powerful, and that's why so many people are against us, because, like they say, haters. If you ain't doing something right, and ain't got no haters, you know what I mean? It ain't right. Yeah. For us to be the most hated race, but most copied, most followed race, we got to be doing something right? You know what I mean? We got to be doing something right for us to be the most hated.
We run everything as far as influence, but we don't control anything. That's
exactly, and that's the problem. It's a lot of black rich millionaires out here, and I'm not talking about just rappers and famous people on TV. It's a lot of black millionaires out here, silent millionaires, but we got to change, you know, as a people, to show them that it's worth investing their money in us. You know, like I seen on the thing that Ice Cube and somebody finna they gonna spend $14 million on some kind of sports stuff. I'm like, sports stuff? Nigga, we got homeless people right now that really not on drugs and drinking, but then lost their jobs and really living in cars with their kids.
I think the best thing we need to invest in, people with money of color need to invest in the property, you know what I mean? And real estate
property, I'm telling you.
Put us in position. That's the move, because we losing it, you know, in this gentrification.
We losing it. And if you give somebody,
that's the best thing we need.
Yeah, because if you give somebody a chance that's down on their luck, I promise you, if they not strung out, because if you're from the streets, you can tell when somebody is full of shit and just want to get high and drink. But if you give somebody a chance that really lost their job, because of the economy, and you give them a chance and say, look, I got this property. I'm going to let you live for 2 months free until you get a job and get on your feet. After that, you start paying your $1,000 rent. I promise you they're going to do it.
Back. Yeah, you're
going to get it back because you're showing them that you care. Thank you. You own the property. You're going to get that money back at the end of the year. You know what I mean? That's a new sports complex. We got enough athletes around here making $200 and $300 million, something that a lot of these people, including me, would never see in a lifetime. Fuck buying sports and all that. Buy some property, build some low income, get some of that government money. The government still will pay you even if they don't have Section 8. Build some houses and help some of us that's needing it. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to black people, it's us. We need to realize it's us. It's not I. It's not me.
Right.
It's us.
Right.
We need to realize that it's us, U.S., us, as in more than one person. Not no blood, not no Crip, not no pimp, not no hustler, not no rapper, not no singer. You know what I mean? It's us as a people. We need to realize it's us. Get it, black folks? It's us as a people.
They trying to fade us out. They trying to fade us out.
They trying to fade us out. And if you ain't making that 7 figure, you assed out. And I ain't making 7 figures. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be assed out. I got great nieces and nephews and shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make a way to where they can do it. You know, I'm trying to hold on to my sanity and work with my best friend and try to get some transitional houses open in a couple of months, you know, once we try to get the licenses and stuff to give people somewhere to go when they get out of prison. Because when they know you ain't got nowhere to go, they either going to try to keep you there or give you a ridiculous amount of probation or parole where they know you're going to end up falling off because you ain't got shit nowhere to go. So that's what I'm trying to get back. Trying to give these people somewhere to go when they get out and giving them a chance to get on their feet, help them with resources, jobs, you know, get them to the doctors. You know what I mean? If they need mental health, take them to the mental health. You know, it's us, black people. It ain't no we. It ain't no I. It's us. That's the new word, us, baby. It's us. It's all about us. We the reckon to be.
Right.
We the force to be reckoned with. That's why they hating on us and want us separated and want us down in the gutter because if don't nobody else know how to make a meal out of nothing and how to survive out of nothing, it's a black woman and a strong black man.
That's right.
You
hey,
feel
shout
me?
out to the
We
black
don't
women because y'all,
the
black women make it happen. You know, raised
make it
us
happen.
and still to this day, you know, are our backbone. So shout out to the black women out there, strong black
and
women.
And it's some good strong black brothers out there too. Because without y'all, it wouldn't be no us. And that's another thing. Y'all got to start protecting us queens. You know what I mean? Speak up. When you see a dude talking bad or trying to pimp a 12-year-old sister, a 12-year or 13, don't think that can't be your daughter. Don't think that can't be your niece. You know what I mean? Don't think that can't be your little sister. You know, that pimping and pandering. Man, I'm going to keep it real. Go get some of them white bitches. Don't leave ours alone. On some real shit. Don't leave ours alone. We in the struggle already. We got too many people against us. We don't need that. All that human trafficking and you trafficking us. Our own people, man. Where's the benefit in that, man? Come on, where's the benefit in that? That's how we gonna be moved off the earth too. Because then you get them all messed up and strung out. Now they ain't reproducing. They ain't having no more black kids. Then what?
Yeah, that's what's going on. We got a big epidemic of that because a lot of the homies are behind the walls. They can't reproduce.
Exactly.
We got a lot of this gay shit.
Man,
you know,
Lord Jesus.
Oh yeah. We ain't got it. Hey, but hold on. Let me go to the phone lines. We got a couple more callers. We got the Reverend Ali checking in.
It was good talking to you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, thank you, sisters. Don't go nowhere. Hold on.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm on here.
Caller, hello.
What's going on with you, G. Lou?
Hello, sir. How you doing tonight?
Oh, man, I'm doing wonderful, man. You know, I'm just sitting up in here listening. You know, to you and the other brother and the sister, you know, it seemed like it's this three, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, man. So I had to come on in and let you know, man, I'm out here. Yeah, she's keeping it real. You know, I be telling my people, I call it so-called black folks because if you black, you're supposed to stick together, and they ain't sticking together, so it's so-called. And also, black being black then turned into a corporation. It ain't even a race, man. It's a corporation of folks, and that's why we can't never get ahead because people keep classifying themselves as black. because we got people that call themselves black and died as ancestors. So they saying, well, you know, you disrespect their ancestors if you saying that we ain't black. Man, you call yourself what the Most High called you. Because can't no man in this world, ain't no man and no woman in this world can take some little semen and make sure that the semen turn into a frog, turn into a rhinoceros, or turn into a human. How can some little semen make eyes and noses and mouths and then let you look in the mirror and watch your mouth move and make sound? Can't nobody do that, man. So that's our first mistake is we've got to make sure that we, like she said, us, because my father and them was a part of the US organization back in the late '60s, and that got shut down. They was like an outside Black Panthers group that was brought in Kwanzaa and Nia and all that back in the days. You know, my father got shot 3 times in Watts back in those days, man. I almost didn't make it, you know what I'm saying, to get here with you. But I'm just saying, man, you know, we got to go back into the spirit of the creator of who made us. And these people did not make us, whatever color they is, Mexican, black, white, whatever they want to classify that stuff. Them people learned and made them names and colors up when they got here. Okay, and if you look and really read the Bible, and you look at what Moses was talking about, Moses really couldn't even speak, man. He used to mumble and stuff. That's why he had Aaron writing for him. You understand? Mm-hmm. So you got to really listen and understand, man, the language that these people is teaching us in college and on the street and how to communicate, man, it's all off. Everything is off. You know, but that's why the Most High say live in the spirit, not the flesh, because they already tainted your flesh by labeling you something that you are not of. You understand? So that's the first thing. But she did say something real powerful, and I just want to say that, and I'm going to be quiet. But a lot of these black folks, so-called black folks, when they get out here and they want to say what they doing and how their business is, they want to go out there and blurt it all out and put it all on broadcast. The first black alcoholic beverage. I'm like, man, will you shut up? Won't you just shut up, man? Just go put your beverage out there. Yeah, and most of us in the black neighborhoods, we always know a Chinaman that grew up with us. We always know some Mexicans that grew up with us. So if you know so-called black folks ain't getting ahead, go get that Chinaman from down the street and let him be the forefront of your alcohol. Get millions of dollars before you come out and say, it was the black man, because you know they shutting you down.
Exactly.
So that's what I want. But that's what I want to say, man. God bless you, man, and everybody listening. Rev Ali.
God bless you, too.
Rev Ali, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Real talk.
Thank you. Real talk. This is Real Talk Radio, Progressive Urban Talk Radio, the G. Lou Show. And I wanted to let you know, sweetheart, earlier you spoke on what is this show about. This is what it's about right here. You know what I mean? Getting the word out there, letting ladies like you speak. The homie, this is what my platform is for. I want to get the word out, and I want to teach and enlighten people, man, and you know, represent for the homies behind the wall. Shout out to the homie Uno. You know, so and
most
Blink.
definitely.
You know, this is what this platform is for.
Them my big homies right there, for real. Them my true big homies all day from day one. I was a youngin'. I was a young one. They didn't do this stuff that they doing now, trying to sleep with the little homegirls and all that. No, take your ass to school. Don't come on the block before 3:00. You know what I mean? On some real shit. I appreciate you. Much love to you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to try to tune in. This is every Wednesday?
Yes, every Wednesday and Sunday.
Every Wednesday? Okay, I'm going to start spreading the word and get some folks to listen. OG Sundays? Okay, what time is it Sunday?
Same time. Same
time. All right, I'm about to spread the word. I'm going to get some folks that I got some, you know, my homeboy Michael Twyman from the east side. His brother just got out from doing a long stretch. He had a life sentence too. You know, Wayne, OG Wayne is out. They letting a lot of OGs out, and we need to, I told them we got to have a reunion and get us that's pushing 45 and up and see what we can do and come together and really just try to start helping these youngsters because they lost. They just need somebody to care, man. They just need somebody to show them the way. You know what I mean? On some real stuff. They need somebody to show them the way because 9 times out of 10, for real, to keep it 100, their parents, most of them, got to be in the streets strung out themselves, and they just trying to raise themselves. And that's the worst thing because we didn't have to do that. We had our parents. You know what I mean? We didn't have to raise ourselves. These youngsters is raising themselves. So we got to work harder, and we got to work for us. It's a U.S., us. That part right there. Okay.
There it is. Hey, Melinda, thank you, sweetheart. You came and blessed the show tonight.
I'm glad I could do that, brother.
So
I'm glad I could do that. I got a lot of knowledge in this big head of mine. You know what I mean? I got a lot of knowledge, and I learned from the street, you know. So,
right. Hey,
anytime,
Melinda,
and you got my number. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. And before you go, can you do this for me? Bless me with a drop so I can have you on here with all the knowledge you spoke, and I can have it with a drop for the G. Lou Show, and say your name and all that, and I will have you in the archive and play you every week.
Okay. Well, my name is Melinda. This is Melinda calling from Los Angeles. I grew up on 54th in Arlington. We was known as the A-Brats. I'm here to speak upon us, black people. We need to get it together. We need to come together. You know what I mean? Put the guns down, put the powder down, put the pills down, put the meth down, put it all down, and let's come together, you know. We got to get us right because ain't nobody else going to help us but us, you know, on some real talk, all that turning up. It sounds good, and you know, everybody need a little outlet every now and then, but every day of the week, all day, every day, and then you wake up, what you got to show for it? You know what I mean? Unplanned pregnancies, diseases, you know what I mean? Come on. They trying to take us up out of here. What we going to do about it? We going to come together like our ancestors, like Harriet Tubman, you know what I mean? And we going to escape this, and we going to be all right. But we got to think about us. It ain't no we. It ain't no me. It ain't no I. It's us. We got to come together, brothers and sisters, from the east to the west, north to the south. You know, I was out of state in prison, and I'm telling you, we can do it because I've seen some sad stuff. The media make us look bad. There's some white folks out there doing some cynical stuff that they ain't going to show on the media. They put us out there like we animals, like we dogs, and we not. We the most high. We the most hated race on this earth. And you know why? Because we the most powerful. All we need is some knowledge and help. Help your brother. Help your sister. Stop talking about each other behind each other's back. Go to your brother. Go to your sister. Go to your neighbor. You see some youngsters out there doing something wrong, you ain't got to call them niggas and bitches and hoes. Talk to them like you would want your kid to be talked to if they was out there lost. We got to help us. At the end of the day, it's about us. Us, black people. One love.
And shout out to the G. Lou Show, please.
And shout out to the G. Lou Show. This brother doing a good thing. I'm going to spread the word, and if you're listening right now, spread the word. Have your folks calling in, listening. If you don't have nothing to say, just listen. Get a word. You never know. That one word that day could encourage you to do something different with your life or go help somebody else because it's about us, okay? Listen, every Wednesday from 7 to 9 and Sundays from 7 to 9 old school. Spread the word. The phone number is area code 914. What's the number? 914-803-4001. And if you want to speak on something, push 1. And brother will let you speak and get something off your chest. But we need positive thoughts. We don't need nobody calling in talking about they going to do nothing stupid and all that old stuff. We talking about positivity. And if you got some ideas how to help, you know, help the city get better, help your neighborhood get better, then call in and let's see what we could do and get together and make something happen. Because once we start making a change, it's going to spread like a wildfire and everybody can join in and help because it's about us. Good night, y'all.
That part. But look, the truth. Hey, much love, baby. Hey,
Thank you, bro. Much love to you, too.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
All right, well, keep my number locked in. I know it's showing up.
Got you.
If you need me to do anything or hit me up, just call me, and I'm here. I'm here. I'm trying to help.
I'm going to bring you on for your own show. I'm going to hook you up with your own show. We're going to bring you back on. Because you need your own
get some
show.
Real ones.
I got you.
You're going to give me my own show. That's what's up. Because I'm for my brothers and sisters behind the walls, but mostly my brothers because we can get them strong black brothers out of them walls. You need a strong man to guide a strong family. You know what I mean? The head of the household is the man. You know what I mean? So we got to get our brothers up out them walls, man. Change these laws, man. Write your homeboys, write your homegirls. 50-cent stamp, a piece of paper. You can go get a notebook for $1 from Dollar Tree. And a 50-cent stamp. Send a kite to somebody behind them walls. It'll make their day, I promise you.
Preach. Preach. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you. I'll be in touch.
All right. All right. One love.
Hey,
all right. Good night.
Hey, man. It's good night. It's Westside Wednesdays, man. Melinda came in and just took over. But I ain't mad at her because she did that. But we got my homeboy, Lil Ace Capone. Hey, Ace, man. Hey, boy, this was a good one, homie. And boy, it was a good one, homie. We got to bring you back. Hey, I'm gonna have Blink on here next week because he got his phone shit fucked up. But we got to bring you back next week, and we got to have all y'all on here, man. You know what I mean? Just a reunion type of shit. So I wanna do that next week if that's cool, homie.
Oh, for sure, no doubt.
Yeah, we got to bring this back. Go ahead.
I think me and her was in kindergarten class together, all through elementary.
Okay.
So
that's what's up. It's real, man. It's real right here, man, on the G. Lou Show, Westside Wednesdays, man. People listening in, man. We had a great show. What you can do, though, what I will do when the show is over with, I have it back up on this same platform in about 15 minutes. You can go back and listen to anything you missed, or you can go to the YouTube channel. We got the YouTube channel popping off, the G. Lou Show on YouTube. I have this up as well because this is a classic episode. Shout out to the homegirl Melinda. Shout out to my special guest, Lil Ace Capone. Shout out to Big Ace Capone, Uno, man. We with you, homie. Hold your head. Coming home soon. Shout out to Blinky, and all the homies behind the wall. Shout out to my sponsors, 93 Sweet FM Ism. Tomorrow night, make sure you tune in Thursday night, 7 to 9 p.m. And Kev Mac Videos and Black Box. Hey, Lil Ace, man, take us out of here, man. We got a few minutes left. Take us out of here with anything we didn't speak on, any encouraging words you want to say. You got the floor, homie, and take us out of here.
I think she ate it all up. That was she was on point. Everything
she was
there, but I think the first thing we got to do, man, is we got to get these youngsters off all these drugs.
Right, yeah. They on some other shit. They on some other shit too, man.
Some of the stuff I ain't even never heard of or seen before. And I'm like,
right.
I just talked to a couple of dudes and asked them a question, and they go through 15 different emotions before they answer. And I'm like, what are you on? And all these different drugs, man, it's just crazy, man. You can't even have a conversation with some of these dudes. And half the time, they don't know if they're coming or going. And without getting them off of that, anything else don't work. That's like that's ground zero. You got to get them. We got to get our people out of that thinking it's cool to have all them chemicals in your body like that. It's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do that. We had some older homies that did it, but they stopped. You know what I mean? They quit.
Right.
And nobody talked. Hey, I know homies just in the neighborhood on 10 different drugs. We didn't even, and I watched so many people and so many homies lose their lives while they were high. And I think about that a lot too, not just from my neighborhood, but all the homies from Six Foot Thrill that was gone on that Sherman got killed because they weren't paying attention to what they were doing or where they was at. Them drugs is no good, man. They ain't no good. I mean, and really, if you can't handle that stuff, you don't need to be messing with it anyway. That's it. I think that's the thing. Like if we gonna start something like that, that's the first thing. That's where it gotta start at. You gotta start at. Now, I ain't talking about no rehab and all that, because I don't know nobody from my neighborhood that got off drugs at rehab. They got off drugs because they just didn't want to do them no more.
Exactly.
And that's the bottom line.
Starts with you.
Starts
with you.
Huh?
Right. I was saying it starts with the person. They got to do it themselves. Ain't nobody make you do nothing.
Yeah, they don't. If they like what they doing, then they gonna keep doing it. I got one homegirl right now that been out for a couple of years, and the entire time I known her, she was on drugs, and now she been off them drugs for years, and oh my, yeah, she's doing so good. I'm so proud of her too. But she got tired. She didn't want that life no more. So, and that's what's gonna have to happen. Dude's gonna have to not want that no more, man. They're gonna have to not want that no more. And she was absolutely right about that. I moved to the valley. In 2010. And since I've lived in the valley, dude, I've seen more white people smoke crack cocaine than I've seen blacks in my entire life.
That's where the most shit going on at. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you spoke on that. That's what's going on at in the valleys and shit. Yeah.
But that ain't even the.
But they can maintain. It more because they got money coming in.
They can't look. They can, but they can't. They can, but they can't. The reason why I'm saying they can is because they got somebody always covering up their shit. That's why they can't. They can't because they do more reckless shit than we ever do because they got the money to do that reckless shit. But then they got the money to pay to cover it up too. So it's not that they doing it in a better or more elegant way because they ain't. I guarantee you, if you jump in your car and drive through Woodland Hills right now, you're going to see these meth heads running them up. You're going to see them out there just like in South Central. The difference is
that meth is new crack. That meth is a new crack because that meth is gold.
I've never even seen none of that stuff till I moved out. Never seen it in my life. Never saw it till I moved out and started rubbing elbows and meeting different people out here and seeing how they fucking party and all the other kind of weirdo shit they be into. But I've never seen that. And then I also never seen dudes get slapped on the wrist so many times for not small stuff. While we were going to prison for $10 rocks, they was going to rehab for 10 ounces. And that is the difference between down here in L.A. While we got 15 patrol cars rolling through our neighborhoods at any given time, they got one patrol car assigned to 3 different neighborhoods. So they ain't over there. They ain't running through there like that. They ain't jumping out, pulling people. Every time I've ever been pulled over out here, I've never even been asked to get out of the car. Not one time, ever. Never been asked to get out the car. But I go down there just to go to dinner, and I get pulled over, get pulled out the car, handcuffed, and set on the curb, then ask for my driver's license. So it's like a complete, just like that mountain. There's something about that mountain when you're coming over there over the path. You were 2 different worlds.
Right. Hey, it's real. Hey, little Ace, man. It's real, man. We got a lot of people still tuned in. I thank you people for we're way over time, but shit is real tonight. Shout out to the homie Snow. What up, Snow? But man, it's been real tonight, homie. And we want to thank everybody. We're gonna bring this back next week. A little Ace, if you're available, we would like to bring you back. We'll have the homie Blink, like I said as well, because he has some phone issues tonight. We're gonna bring the homie Blink back, and I would love to bring you back so to speak more on this topic, man. And cause we got a lot of shit we still didn't cover, man, and it's a deep story. So I want to bring him back next week, and continue this, homie. So we'll have part 2 next week.
Okay, for sure.
Okay. But I thank you again, Lil Ace, man, and shout out to Big Uno again, Blink, all the homies behind the wall, and everybody out here pushing this positive outreach to the people, man. This is what this platform is for. Shout out to the homegirl Melinda. Shout out to Reverend Ali. Shout out to Snow. Everybody who tuned in tonight, we appreciate the love. Shout out to CeeLo, my bro, Spokane. Shout out to ATL. Everybody who tuned in tonight, man, and the whole LA County. It's the G. Lou Show. Westside Wednesdays. Lil Ace Capone. And we'll be back next week, same time, same place. So tune in, tell a friend. Like Tweed says, tell a hater to tell a player, man. It's the G. Lou Show. the VNG edition with my homie Lil Ace Capone, man. Ace, take us out of here. We gone, man. And I want to play this new song by your artist as well.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
You want me to
Just take us out of here, whatever you want to say. Yeah, take them out of here, then I'll play that at the end.
Thank you for listening to Westside Radio, my man G. Lou. And I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation and got something out of it. And I hope to see you next week or hear you next week. Now.
Yes, sir. We'll be back next week. Shout out to my homie Lil Ace again. Shout out to Big Ace. Everybody who tuned in to G. Lou Show Westside Wednesdays. Hey, tell the people who your artist is, man. Take us to the track, homie.
The girl I'm managing right now, her name is Nicole Renee. We completing her EP right now. This is probably going to hopefully be her first single. I hope y'all enjoy it. Let me know. Let G. Lou know in the comments if you got comments. And check it out.
There it is. Westside Wednesday.
What you do in life, whether doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big brother doing life. No matter what you do in life, doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big homie doing life. When you left, your second was so young. On the set, I stay checking on your son. He banging, hate it, but I can't trip. Front hood Compton, at least cuz claim crib. Solid, strong, feel like you still with me. You can ask him, I still keep that still with me. Can't control him, we'll try to guide him, provide him with insight. Just like when you ride him, the money, the violence, the thrill that excite him. Sound familiar? Not familiar inside him. It's in his jeans to stay papered up. He be clean, real G and tapered up. Got him on what his granny and his mother need. Bleeding ride for him, just like your other seed. Never dumb, you know I got a head on me. And I got cuz on the dead homies. No matter what you do in life, whether doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big brother doing life. No matter what you do in life, doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big homie doing life. Love him but barely know him, I can only imagine. But got him, just like I told the big homie I had him. Probably 21 on him, whoop on him in Madden. Then roll up a fat one and show him what's happening. Teach him tactics to get it on his own too. Few tricks of the trade, you turn the nigga on too. Mob behind him in the club, he be on too. My word, one thing you can hold on to. Love you bro, just like D say. Me and Catman smoke big kush on your C-day. He fit right in with the click on some G shit on daddy. Daily, that's who they find me with. Golden gloves, certified mitt hands. On the land, knocked out like hitmans. Big bands, young nigga got a head on him. And I love cuz on the dead homies. No matter what you do in life, whether doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big brother doing life. No matter what you do in life, doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big homie doing life.
Hey man, this is G Lou Show. We out of here, man. Thank you everybody once again who tuned in tonight. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Shout out to Snow, Ali, my special guest, Lil Ace Capone. Shout out to all the Van Ness Gangsta Bloods out there from the 50s to the 20s. FHN, all the homies, man, much love. Color lines need to be blurred. Let's get it together. Like my homie Snow said, teamwork makes the dream work. Catch us at Cali Picnic 420, bouncing and banging and slanging. The G Lou Show, we out of here. Peace and love. My new album, the OG album, is out now on all digital platforms. Go support that. Peace. We gone.
Skydiving. This is amazing.
Yeah, but you know what else is amazing? An iPhone 6S for just $49 at Metro.
Really?
Imagine streaming all the way down with that amazing camera.
I'm switching. That's smart.
You know what else is smart? Parachutes.
Switch to Metro and get an amazing iPhone 6S for only $49. Metro by T-Mobile. Phone offer requires port-in of number not currently active on T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Skydiving. This is amazing.
Yeah, but you know what else is amazing? An iPhone 6S for just $49 at Metro.
Really?
Imagine streaming all the way down with that amazing camera.
I'm switching. That's smart.
You know what else is smart? Parachutes.
Switch to Metro and get an amazing iPhone 6S for only $49. Metro by T-Mobile. Phone offer requires port-in of number not currently active on T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. See store for details and terms and conditions.